Today on DoodleDrawArt, I'm going to show you how to make this cute bumblebee charm from Rainbow Loom. You're going to start off with your Rainbow Loom lined up so that all three rows are lined up with each other, and you're going to need black, yellow, and a few white bands. We're going to start off by loading the center row, and we have the arrow pointing away from us, and I'm going to place 2 bands on the first 2 pegs, 2 bands on the next 2 pegs, 2 bands of black, and 2 bands of yellow. So we have 4 rows so far, alternating black, yellow, and then 2 more with also still 2 bands every time, 2 black and 2 more black at the top. So now we're going to load the left side. So we're going to put 2 bands going from the center out to the side, and then switch to yellow, 2 bands, switch to black, 2 bands, switch to yellow, 2 bands, 2 black bands, and 2 more black bands, and these ones will go in towards the middle. Now we'll go back to where we started, beginning with black. We'll put 2 black bands, 2 yellow bands, 2 black bands, 2 yellow bands, 2 black bands, and now 2 more black bands, and these ones will go into the middle. So now we're going to go back and put bands that go across, and I'm going to put 2 yellow bands going across here, then 2 black bands going across here, 2 yellow bands going across here, 2 black bands going across here, and now we're going to use 2 black bands in this last spot, but we're going to do something to add the eyes first. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 white bands, because my bee is going to have white eyes. So what we're going to do is wrap this white band 3 times around our hook, and then wrap this white band 3 times around our hook and leave them on there. And then, this is the tricky part, we're going to stretch our black bands really hard and just hold them stretched. And then you're going to pull your white onto the black. So you're keeping it on the hook, and you're just passing the white over the hook and onto the band. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to go back over to your work, and you're going to start putting your black bands on this last row. So be really careful that it doesn't fall off your hook, and then move these this tripled over white one in between these 2 pegs, and then open up your black band, your 2 black bands, so that they go around this middle peg, and then your other 3 white will be here, and then you're going to let this one hook itself onto the other side. So it should look like this. Alright, so now what we need to do is we need to put a capping band on the end. So we'll wrap that one 3 times and put it right on the end one at the very top. Alright, so now we're going to put the wings on, and on this bee I have 2 wings on each side, but you could do 3 if you like. So we're going to start off by putting just 2 like this, and if you want to do a 3rd set you could put them down here. We'll just do 3. So again, just hooking them up over, and up over, and up over. Alright, so we're ready to start hooking. Alright, so it should look like this. The wings loaded on the side, and the eyes up here. So now we're going to turn our work around and begin hooking. So what we're going to do first is hook up this whole center row. So we're going to go inside all of our bands and find the 2 that have come up from this center row and hook them forward. And do the same thing here. Put your hook all the way underneath to find the 2 that will go up the middle. Last 2 black. Okay, so now I'm going to go back over here to the left. And I'm going to find the bands that are coming from left to right. I'm just going to reach underneath my capping band and find those 2 and hook them over to the left, and then find the 2 at the bottom and hook them forward. Going in the center, find the 2 yellow bands, hook them forward. And down for black, hooking these ones to the middle. Okay, now I'm ready to go back to the beginning and hook to the right. Okay, so it should look like this, and all of your rows in the middle should still be oval shaped. All of your crosswise, except for this one here that has the eyeballs attached onto it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to finish off our work. So we're going to put a band at this end that will hold it, and I'm going to use sort of a yellowish color here because it's like a stinger at the bottom of the bumblebee. So I'm just going to reach through here with my hook through all of the bands and grab this one that I'm going to use to finish off my work. Pull it up through all of those, and then put both ends of it onto my hook and loop it over. So now that's going to finish off my work and help me hold on to it while I remove it. And the other thing you might want to do is you might want to put an antenna on your bumblebee, and this is a good time to do that. You'll do it right here inside your capping band. And what you're going to do is you're going to get a band ready, reach through your capping band and grab this band here and just pull it up through. If you can, it's a little tricky. Here we go. Oop. Don't pull it all the way through. Keep holding on to it, and then do the same thing you did at the other end, which is just to pull it through itself like this. And when we're done, we can use some scissors to cut that to make it into antennae. Okay, so we're ready to remove our work, and you can use your hook to help pull it off, or you can just pull it off with your fingers. I tend to prefer to just reach in really far with my hook and gently lift these away so that I don't break my elastics. I'm from Canada. People sometimes ask me what elastics are. Well, these rubber bands are called elastic bands in Canada. I don't know what other parts of the world always call them rubber bands, but anyway, I apologize if I've called them elastics and that confuses you, because they are rubber bands. So here I go, getting them all off. Okay, so here's the fun part. We get to pull the wings out to the side. Just give them a good tug. Same thing on the other side. Pull those little wings out to the side, and then find the eyes. Just adjust our bands so that we can see them. And there you have a little bumblebee. So now all you need is a pair of scissors to cut this end band that we put on at the end, and just give it a little cut. And you can make two little antennae coming out the top of your bumblebee's head. So here you have a rainbow loom Thanks for watching. You can find me on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. I'd love it if you would comment, rate, and subscribe.